Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan and this is I Want to Make That. Today we're going to continue our leathercraft series and we're going to take the bobbin winder that comes with your Chinese Shoepatcher and we're actually going to modify it to be a decent working bobbin winder. We're also going to look at how to properly thread up your machines. If this is your first time to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos of I Want to Make That. If you really like the video, a thumbs up would be great. And if you'd like to tell us how you wind your bobbins or how this method worked for you, or if you have another way of doing it, or you actually like the way the bobbin winder was when it came on the machine, go ahead and drop a comment below. I don't always get a chance to respond to all of them, but I try and read as many as I can. Alright, so right here I'm just threading the shuttle with the bobbin. I'm putting it in the lower thread hole. I'm going to flip it around, put it up through the upper thread hole. It's important that you get the thread under the tension spring bar that's there. The end of mine broke off, so I actually have a piece of tape around it, as you can see. But you just want to make sure you get it under there, and that will provide tension on your bobbin thread while you're sewing. And then once it's in there, you want to make sure it's going counterclockwise. Now here I'm opening up the machine. I'm going to turn the wheel to the 12 o'clock position, and that's going to put that little piece of metal there at the 3 o'clock position. That's the position you want with the needle up all the way. Drop your shuttle in, pull the thread, make sure it's going counterclockwise, close it up, and now we can start threading the machine. So this is all pretty much self-explanatory by watching the video. The important thing here is that you get it around or get it inside your plates for tension. The machine will not work right if the thread's not under tension. You may need to play with this. Sometimes I've used one, sometimes I use both. Alright, now after I get it through here, I'm actually going to drop it down through the center of the needle bar. I know most people prefer shoving a wire from the bottom up and then pulling the thread down. I've always preferred to use this method. That way I don't have to worry about getting a wire hooked in the center of my needle bar. So from there I'm just going to pull it down. I'm going to thread it through the needle left to right. The left side of that needle has a channel in it that the thread will go through. I'm using a number 18 needle and a number 69 thread. Alright, so once that's all threaded, I'm just going to grab the flywheel and I'm going to turn it one time around. That's going to complete one stitch and it's going to pull up the bobbin thread. You do more than one stitch without material and it's going to jam. And that is the proper way to thread your machine. So let's go ahead and get started with taking this little bobbin winder. First thing we're going to do, we're going to unscrew this right here. Take off this little rubber wheel, throw it away. And we're going to put the bolt back on. Of course, you have to take this off your machine to do that. And you're going to want to adjust it back a little bit. So when you're done, it should look something like that. So just pop that bobbin winder off your machine, unscrew the bolt on the outside, and just take the wheel off. It's all self-explanatory. All right, making sure those nuts get pushed together tight is important, otherwise they'll walk off while the bobbin's winding. So, and from there you just want to pull the spring off. I could have gone and found a pair of clips and just clipped the wire, but I wanted to be He-Man. I just went ahead and fought with it like an idiot for a few minutes. Alright, so now I'm taking the bobbin winder and I'm going to position it on the machine to where the end of the bobbin winder, where the bobbin will go, is going to be directly under the tension. Now here on the bobbin you can see I have a small hole drilled into it. Your bobbins may or may not come with the hole pre-drilled in it. I had to put mine on a drill press. Right there where the thread is going through, you have got to have a hole there for this to work. It's really going to be very difficult to wind the bobbin with or without this bobbin winder if you don't have a thread hole there. Any professional bobbin is going to have a thread hole there. Even a domestic one will. Alright, so after I pull the thread through the thread hole, it's going to go through the center, and that's going to help secure the thread once it gets placed onto the bobbin winder. When it gets placed onto the bobbin winder, it's just going to hold with friction. So now I am partially undoing the tensioner. I'm going to use the tensioner where it's circled there as a guide going down, and then the main tensioner that's still hooked there is going to provide the tension for the bobbin. The bobbin will not wind if you don't have tension on it. So just press that onto the bobbin winder like you would normally. It's going to hold tension on there since it's going through the thread hole and then through the center of the bobbin. Now to wind the bobbin, I'm using a Black & Decker power screwdriver. I found this was much better and easier than using a drill. It just isn't as difficult to use as a drill. It's not bulky. You don't have to worry about keeping it charged as long. So you can just wind it up. You can walk it back and forth with your finger if you find one side of the bobbin's winding up too much. You can see it going through there. It's got good tension on it. That other one at the top is keeping it guided onto the bobbin, keeping it from walking off. So when you're done, all you do is just clip it. A little bit will come off. What I like to do is just tie it around with a rubber band or something small and pop it in the box. Alright, well there you have it. The bobbin is wound. I think that worked out pretty well. All it takes is this screwdriver. You can also use a drill. I find these are pretty handy. You can just plug them in, charge them up, keep it around the shop. It's good for other things. And no, I am not sponsored by Black & Decker, although I do have a link down in the description where you can pick up one of these for your sewing machine. I find sometimes it's easier to have one of these around than a big drill. Link is down below. That is an affiliate link. I also have links down there for other things, including the machine and other supplies that I use. Those are affiliate links, so when you shop from those and you purchase something, you help support the channel. We do appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes if I want to make that. Until next time, we'll see you later.